So business is a race, and that's why we call it the race to revenue. But are you running it alone? Every entrepreneur starts their business with a passion, with a mission, and a drive dedicated to serving their clients, their customers, and they have to have the right strategy to move forward. I often say when we start working with our clients, do you know the business of running the business? I can create the widget. I can love the widget. I can talk about the widget all day. I am so passionate about the widget. You fill in the blank with what that widget is. But at the end of the day, there is so much more that goes into the running of the business, the sustaining and scaling of the business that is beyond the product or service itself that got you into it in the first place. Okay. And then hustle doesn't always equal growth. We live in this hustle culture. And then there's ambition that is disguised as, or burnout disguised as ambition. And working harder doesn't necessarily guarantee success. So a lot of business owners we see experience the burnout from trying to do everything themselves. And what I tell people often is that DIY approach does end up costing you more in the long run. Go back to the widget example. I love this widget. I'm really great at selling this widget or implementing this thing. If I'm over here trying to learn bookkeeping, if I'm trying to apply for all of these loans and credit, if I'm trying to implement the technology that I need, if I'm trying to do all the follow-ups with all of my clients, that is taking me away from the things that I am in my zone of genius and are ultimately going to keep me fulfilled and generate revenue. So we try to burn out by doing everything ourselves instead of automating and delegating. So winners have support. Just like elite athletes, successful business owners have a strategy, support crew, and the right resources to cross the finish line. So we're going to go through some frameworks to help you leverage your experience and the unique challenges of just being a business owner. So we're going to go through our 5 pillars of revenue acceleration. Now, this is a framework that we've used with all of our business owners to go from struggling operations to valuable wealth building assets. And these pillars, they work together as a system. And when properly implemented, they take you from a business that really generates consistent revenue, builds wealth, operates efficiently, with or without you. How many of you run a business and if you take a vacation, that business continues to operate and generate revenue? Okay. Are you the business? Are you the answer to every question? Are you the bottleneck if something needs to be done? And these are the things that we will talk about in some of these pillars, but ultimately we need to transition from being the self-employed person working the business to being the business owner. And these pillars that we're going to talk about, depending on where you are in your business, we'll evaluate each of these. You can pull one or the other, and they can really make a huge difference in your business.